Dina Diamond here, host of the Good is Gold Money Manifestation Club, and today I am sharing with you a diet. That's right. What does a diet have to do with manifesting money? Well, number one, we should always know that good health equals good wealth. And with the beginning of the season, right, this is the spring season, what better time than to renew and rejuvenate your body so that you are aligned with the universe so that you can be a better manifester. So with that, I am sharing with you probably the only and the best diet that I've ever been on, and it is called the Hot Belly Diet. It is a detoxification. It is a 30-day diet. For those who are starting from the beginning, who've never done it, you'll do it for the full 30 days. And for those of you who have done something similar to this, or that you are at your ideal weight, then you'll want to just pick up on this diet for 21 days. And I'll explain it as we go along. So let's just get straight into it. So what is the Hot Belly Diet? So the Hot Belly Diet was designed by Dr. Susha K. I can't pronounce his last name, so I won't badger it. I just call him Dr. K. And it is based upon Ayurvedic health practices. It is a 4-part, 3-phase, nutrient-rich detoxification that activates and accelerates your body's digestive processes. It's a bioactivator and bioaccelerator whose goal it is to stimulate your appetite and to prepare digestion to extract nutrients quickly and easily. The benefits are innumerable, but some of them include well-beingness, renewed energy, clearer thoughts, a sense of purity. It really makes you feel phenomenal. It completely enhances anything that you are doing physically. So if you are trying to lose weight and you're using exercise as your primary, you need to really think about your diet. Diet is critical, and this diet will just turn you into a fat burning machine. I know because I've done it. I lost more than 30 pounds last year, and this diet has a lot to do with the success that I realized. Now, you see me looking back and forth because I'm looking at my screen and I've taken notes. So I will share this presentation with you. You can actually access the PDF. You can just download it from the link that I provide below. So let's get into this. Now, how does a Hot Belly Diet work? Like I said, 4 parts, 3 phases. So the first part is a 24-hour pre-cleanse. Basically, you are going to jumpstart it by detoxifying or cleansing your system for a 24-hour period of where you only have, liquids throughout the entire day. But starting at 6 o'clock in the morning, what you want to do is the castor oil cleanse. Now, you probably can't see it that well because of the lighting in here, but basically this is castor oil. You're going to take your castor oil, you're going to fresh press some orange juice or something delicious that you like to drink, put it in there and drink it, okay? Make sure that you are in a place at home for that 24 hours because you will sit on your throne for the day. So you'll be the queen or the king of the day and set upon your throne. With that diet, with that first day though, the type of liquids that you want to drink are warm liquids. So you can have tea, green tea is good, but to give yourself some substance so you don't feel like you're starving throughout the day, I like to make brothy soups. And I will share with you on my food blog, The Diamond Kitchen, some delicious broths that you can make. But my favorite and the one that we're going to make tomorrow is a beauty broth. So we're combining all sorts of things that we like to do, but basically it's a delicious vegetable broth, and this one has some other sort of nice ingredients that align us with the beauty of spring. So I'll share that later so that you know, but it's coming out of the Superfood Soups cookbook to get you going. Another thing you want to do on day 1, the 24-hour cleanse, is drink fresh juice. We're going to drink juice all throughout the diet, but fresh pressed juice is permissible during that 24-hour period. So you will feel good because you'll be nurturing your body the entire day, and of course you'll want to drink a lot of water. That's day 1. Now the second phase is the primer. It starts to set you up for this diet, and it's a 3-day long process, and this is the elimination process. Okay, so during phase 1, days 1 through 3, basically you're going to eliminate red meat, fat, dairy, no flour, no processed carbs, no starches, no corn, potatoes, squash, beets. no quote unquote diet foods, no sugar. Okay, and you also start to take the metabolic booster. Now, the metabolic booster is an important element of the hot belly diet. Dr. K believes a lot in drinking warm liquids to keep the digestive fire going in your system. And that metabolic booster, you also get the recipe for it. But basically, it consists of a green tea, ginger, lemon, and then we have cumin seeds. We put coriander seeds, and we put fennel seeds. Now, these are all really good for your, everything is about the health and the benefits of the foods that you are eating, and all of them are dense with nutrients and with substances that help with your digestive system and help rekindle and jumpstart and enhance your metabolic rate. So we'll get you that recipe. So that's days 1 through 3. You just eliminate, you continue to eat well, okay, but you eliminate the things that we talked about. You start drinking your 32 ounces of the metabolic booster all throughout the day, and you start to train yourself, okay. Another important element of this diet is that lunch is your biggest meal of the day. So you want to have your lunch between, noon before 3 o'clock p.m., and that's your largest meal of the day. And then dinner, you want to have that by 7 p.m., and that is your smallest meal of the day. Now, breakfast, obviously, you have to have breakfast. During this diet, I like to just have a protein shake, but you can have a sensible breakfast. And we'll get into the foods as we go into the next phase. So the second phase is called the accelerate phase. So this is the heart of this diet. This part of the diet goes on from day 4 to day 26, and each day, again, you drink the metabolic booster, 32 ounces of it, and you start to now introduce the supplements. These supplements are, can you see it? Well, I'll again share this with you, but it's Triphala and Tricot2. Now, these are Ayurvedic herbs and things that are put together to help, again, with your digestive system. So you take these twice a day. You'll take them after breakfast, and then you'll take them after lunch, okay, twice a day. What do you eat? This is the fun part. So for the main phase of the diet, you are going to eat a dish called khichdi. Khichdi is a traditional Indian dish that is very nutrient dense, but it is very good for your digestive system. It just consists of 7 different things. Now, the way that you put these 7 different things together is up to you, but of course I have recipes, and so does Dr. K, on how to make khichdi. So throughout the day, you'll have 2 versions of khichdi. You'll have a lunchtime khichdi, and then you'll have a supper time khichdi. Obviously, the midday or the lunchtime khichdi is the heavier version of khichdi, the one with, heavier, more filling substance, whereas the dinner time khichdi is a little lighter because your digestive system starts to slow down. Dr. K believes in keeping us in tune with the universe. So at noon is when we want to have our, heaviest meal of the day, when our digestive system is the most active time of the day. So it makes sense that you would have your largest meal at that time. Now, this is something that I continue to practice after, the hot belly diet. He gives you really some solid eating principles to help you to maintain your body's good health and making sure that your body is an inferno, that you're absorbing nutrients very well, and that you're able to burn fat easily. So that's why I really love this diet. And we'll get into what we put into our khichdi. But the last phase of the diet, phase 3, is the transform phase, and this would be the last 3 days. So from day 27 to day 30, you start to reintroduce a normal diet. By this time, you have trained yourself how to eat so well that the diet that you're reintroducing yourself to will be modified so that you don't, compromise all of the hard work that you've just done. It's a satisfying work too. And then you just kind of sit back and you ask yourself a couple of questions like, how are your clothes fitting? Do you feel lighter? Are you more energetic? Does your skin look younger? What's your overall attitude like? This diet affects all of those things. So, again, let's go over the strategies of the hot belly diet. So number 1, you're going to drink 32 ounces of the metabolic booster daily for the duration of the 30-day detox. Number 2, dinner is the smallest meal of the day. It should be consumed by 7 p.m. Number 3, you're going to take the digestive supplements, Triphala and Tricatu, twice per day, 2 hours between meals. Basically, these supplements, they target sluggish digestion, and they target buildup in any, things that are clogged up in your body. You may not realize, you might think you're perfectly clear, but trust me, it needs to be cleaned out. Number 4, understand that lunch is the largest meal of the day and should be consumed no later than 3 o'clock p.m. Number 5, we want to consume at least 22 to 28 grams of fiber on this diet every day. And once we get into what you eat, you'll see that consuming 22 to 28 grams of fiber on this diet is easy. In fact, I'm sure you'll consume more than that. And another important, very important element here is that bedtime is 10 o'clock, my friends. You got to go to bed. We're putting ourselves in tune with the universe through everything that we do as money manifestors. So it's important. Go to bed by 10 o'clock because you're going to need to wake up early. Because with this, I have some meditations that you'll want to do to help improve your mindset and everything that you're doing so that you are really getting the best benefit that you can and that you are strongly aligned with the Creator in everything that you create. So it's also important, very important, no snacking on this diet. So in between, there is no snacking. Now, the metabolic booster should help keep you feeling full, okay, throughout the day, because you'll be sipping that 32 ounces of tea all throughout the day. You're only going to sip it between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. because, again, we start to shut down towards the end of the day. We don't want to be so active. The metabolic booster has green tea in it, which has caffeine in it. So we want to stop drinking that by 4 o'clock p.m. because we have to be in bed by 10. But that should keep you feeling full throughout the day. Now, if you find yourself just ravenous, you can't make it, you have to eat something, you can have a handful of nuts, you know what I mean, a small little handful of nuts to help you get over to the next mealtime. And maybe a piece of fruit, but we're not eating a lot of sugar. And I know fruit is perfectly delicious and wonderful and good for you, and we do eat fruit on this diet, but we are really concentrating on the cleansing vegetables during this 30-day period. So this is not a forever thing. This is, remember, you have a very specific intent with this diet. So let's get into the next thing. It's important to understand, listen, these hot liquids or these warm liquids, they stoke your digestive fires. So there are many benefits to drinking, hot water and other hot liquids. Another thing that you can do in the morning, I mean, not that you will need to, but what you can do after you finish this diet is make sure that you're drinking warm water every morning when you wake up, like a little warm lemon water every morning when you wake up. We do that all the time. I work out with Coach Wade and his online Body by Wade fitness group, and he highly encourages that you have that warm glass of water before we get started for the 6:30 a.m. class. And it works. I love it. It gets my digestive system pumped up. It gets me going, and it's just really a nice, clean way to start the day and say good morning. So let's talk about why warm liquids are so good for you. Number 1, they cleanse the digestive tract of blockages and impurities. Number 2, they improve digestion and absorption of food. It prevents the body from becoming clogged. It reduces cravings between meals. It dilates the blood vessels to increase circulation and decrease blood pressure. Hot liquids decrease mucus accumulation in the sinuses, in the throat, in the gastrointestinal tract. And the stomach, the natural temperature of the stomach is warm. So, drinking this warm liquids throughout the day actually helps to keep the food in a semi-liquid form, which helps to make it easier for you to digest and break down. Another great benefit is that it increases the body temperature, thus it increases your metabolic rate. Thus the reason why we work out to warm water is so our metabolic rate is jumped up even more when we're working out. And it also stimulates the pleasure, warm liquids stimulate the pleasure center of the brain. So when you're sitting and you're having a nice warm cup of tea or hot cocoa or something like that, how pleasurable that is, how good it makes you feel. That's what drinking warm liquids does. It's very comforting. Okay? Now, we talked about the metabolic booster. I will get you the recipe. I will share this presentation here in the PDF so you can see exactly how to make it. You can also access it on my food blog, thediamondkitchen.com. Now, let's talk about what we're eating, all right? So, it's important to understand. You want to have the cleansing vegetables basically in everything that you eat in the Khichdi formula. So there are, basically we're working with the cruciferous vegetables, okay? Cauliflower, cabbage, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, carrots, onions, celery, garlic, kale, bok choy, green beans, green peas, okra, scallions, fennel, radishes. I have a complete list of the vegetables that it's exhaustive. I mean, there are plenty of vegetables from which you to choose that you can eat within 30 days that you won't get bored, and you have a lot of variety. But again, remember your purpose with this diet, okay? I have managed to make it a very tasty and delicious diet within the guidelines that we have been provided for it. Now, for your evening time Khichdi or your supper time Khichdi's, we lighten up on the greens, okay? We use more of the leafy greens, okay? So arugula, rainbow chard is still kind of hard, but then you have the collard greens, kale, leeks, lettuce, parsley, spinach, turnip greens, and the herbs are very specific too. We're using, again, all of nature's wonderful cleansing vegetables, herbs, and aromatics to help us through this, to help align us with the spring energy of renewal and rejuvenation. So cilantro is amazing. Cilantro, it literally will cleanse the toxins and waste from your bloodstream. So I love cilantro for that, and that's why you find the seed for cilantro used here, the coriander seeds, because of how powerful they are. So we're going to have cilantro and coriander seeds in this diet. So we're getting the double benefit. And cayenne pepper, cinnamon, ginger, turmeric, fennel, cumin, black pepper, all this stuff should start to resonate with you a little bit, because if you notice, they are all very fiery herbs. That's the hot belly diet, right? Fire burning in there. We want to get that fire going in your belly. All right, so let's talk about Khichdi. All right, so this is the core substantive dish of this diet. What is it? So it consists of a whole grain, a vegetarian protein, a cleansing vegetable, the list that I just went down, and herbs, spices, and nuts. Now this is a complete comprehensive meal all in one dish that you have, okay? Everything that you need nutritionally is there. You're not cutting out carbs, you're not cutting out vegetables, you're not cutting out fruit, okay? This is a diet that you can actually adhere to for your lifestyle, all right? So it's designed, again, to stir your digestive fires and to melt away belly fat. Phase 2 of the diet accelerates this process, and it uses all of the vegetables and foods that are revered for their positive impact on the digestive system. The midday Khichdi, heavy cleansing vegetables. The supper time Khichdi, leafy greens. All right? That's what that is. Now, I'm going to provide you with a sample meal plan, but for the success of this diet, meal prep and meal planning, crucial. Because basically, you're going to take one day, you're going to cook all of your food for the whole week in that one day, just a couple of hours, and you're set. You don't have to compromise your diet at all with that level of discipline, and that's what you want. And this is why it's important that we make sure that we are doing things that support what we're doing. This takes a lot of willpower, so I'm going to share with you at the end of this presentation a meditation that you can do to strengthen and to improve your willpower by attuning your solar plexus with the universe. So this is very important. All of this ties into our overall goals. We have to be healthy to be wealthy. All right. Another part, like I said, of this diet is juicing. These things help make it interesting for you. If you don't have a juicer, that is fine. You can use a hand juicer and just juice, some oranges, with a hand juicer. But if you do have a juicer, I have some fabulous recipes that are designed for detoxification. One of my favorites is called the Purple Cow. All right, you use half a head of red cabbage, two kale leaves, one red pepper, and two red apples. It's fabulous. It tastes good, but it's really great for your skin. It's really great for growing hair. It's really great for this diet, and it's really great to keep you healthy and strong, and it's refreshing. And a lot of these drinks that we're having and a lot of foods that we're eating are really good for restoring your electrolytes. So if you are a person who likes to work out a lot, then understand that you won't starve, that you will get through this diet. When I first did it, I mean, I was working out sometimes twice a day. I was definitely going to the gym at least 6 times a week. I had Coach Wade was my personal trainer, as well as group instructor over at CKO at that time. But I was able to maintain a very rigorous workout regimen and do this diet and not feel hungry. In fact, I was very satisfied. I absolutely love this diet, and obviously I highly recommend it. So that is what the Hot Belly Diet is. Please get the PDF so that you can follow along with it. Go to my food blog so that you can get some good recipes for it. And like I promised, I'm going to also give you a link down below on where you can get the music for meditating and attuning your solar plexus. Your solar plexus is very important because it is what balances your will and your personal power and your self-empowerment. So with this meditation, as you're going through this diet, you'll just see how strong your will really is, and we'll get more into that at another time during another post. But I just wanted to introduce the Hot Belly Diet to you. Information down below. Check it out, and I look forward to going on this journey with you to manifesting money. That's right. Have a beautiful and what was I gonna say? Be beautifully rich. I don't know how to end. So basically, we just